Good morning, guys. Thanks for listening to Coffee with Christ. If you haven't subscribed, hit the button below. Okay, I'm still in Exodus 14, 10 through 14-ish, what we talked about yesterday. I'm still there today, but we're talking about, we're going to call this, they said, we said, he said. And the key thing is said. You know, our words have power, more power than we know, and they form our world because remember, we are created in God's image, and he created the universe by what he said. He spoke it into existence. So our words have power, and I want you guys to see that in these verses. And so I'm not going to read the entire thing, but verse 11, so Pharaoh and his army is coming in on them. You know, they have the Red Sea, the Israelites, and they have this army coming at them. So they're like backed against a wall, and they think they're going to die, and they are afraid. And that is a legit feeling. I don't want to you to deny your feelings. Like, they were in a real threat. And so sometimes you're in a real threat. And I feel like the church, sometimes we're like, try to get you, oh, well, that's really not happening. No, it's really happening. No, I have a stack of bills that I can't pay. No, I have a sickness coming against my body that is making real symptoms. You know, those are examples. They're real struggles in the world. And these Israelites had a real problem, they thought. You know, there was some real fear because they were going to die, they thought. So they were terrified, and they cried out to the Lord. They said to Moses, what were they saying? Was it because there was no graves in Egypt that you brought us here in this desert to die? What have you done to us by bringing us out here? You know, so they said, so what were they speaking? They were questioning, they were doubting, they were speaking out worst case scenarios. Are we going to die out here? And they were complaining. It was kind of whiny, you know, and, you know, they totally forgot about the miracles that God had done in Egypt, which, let's not be judgmental, because how many of us do that, right? Verse 12 says, is this not what we said to you in Egypt? Leave us alone that we may serve the Egyptians. So this is what they're speaking. They're speaking more of this. So like, I just want to be back there. We just want to be slaves. You know, we say this stuff, but it may not be as blatant. You know, put yourself in the story. Verse 13. Okay, so that's what they said. Now we're going to hear what Moses said to this. Moses said to the people, fear not, stand firm and see the salvation of the Lord, which he will work for you today. Moses started talking. Moses was speaking faith words, right? He's seen the army. He had a risk of death as well, but he chose to speak words of faith. Two people, two choices, same scenario. One was speaking doubt and fear. One, under the same attack, was speaking words of faith. We all have a choice what we speak. You have that choice. Take some ownership of your life. I need to take ownership of my mouth. We have the choice what we speak when we're pressed on. Because how many of us can relate? We get pressed on where we look like we're going to die. We're up against the Red Sea with nowhere to go, and our enemy is pressing on us, and we have the choice in that moment what we speak. We're in control of that. And does it matter? Absolutely it matters. People say, oh, they're just words. It doesn't matter. God understands our fears. Yeah, he understands, but does it matter? Verse 14, we're going to point out why it matters. This is how we know it matters what we speak. Moses proceeds to tell them, the Lord will fight for you, and you have only to be silent. Why would he have put that in there if it didn't matter what they were running their mouth saying? It matters, guys. Sometimes we're at a place where we can't speak faith words. Like, we are terrified. We are worn down. I get it. But if you can't speak faith words, just be silent. Just do what Moses told them. Just be silent. So God is going to fight for you. Whatever you're going through, God, I'm here to tell. Like Moses telling them, I'm here to tell you, do not fear that God is going to fight for you. but just choose to be silent. If you cannot find a scripture to stand on, if you cannot muster that up And there has been some times in my life when things are so bad and I am so tired, I cannot muster that up. The encouragement today is just to be silent then. Be silent and let God fight for you. Have a great day, guys, and I will talk to you on Monday.